Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is a comparison video to talk to you about the differences between the Astro A50 Wireless Gen 4, a fantastic high-end wireless gaming headset, and the brand new Corsair Virtuoso RGB Wireless, an equally interesting headset from Corsair that packs a number of interesting features that make it worth comparing these two devices. Now, I have done unboxing videos and reviews of both of these that I'll link to in the description, and please make sure to check those out to see a more in-depth overview of each device, but I'm going to talk to you about the main differences and the things of interest between these two devices that are worth bearing in mind. The Astro A50 Gen 4 is a very comfortable and understated gaming headset that costs a fair amount of money but is worth every penny. It is a beautiful headset that's very comfortable to wear and is very capable. It has a number of different features to it that include Astro's tuned audio version 2, Dolby Virtual Audio, Dolby Atmos included in the box, compatibility with Xbox and PC. This version is also a PS4 version, and Astro's voice game balance settings that allow you to change the voice and game balance on the headset itself, as well as a flip to mute microphone and some incredibly comfortable ear cups and a very comfortable headband. I'm a really big fan of the Astro A50, as you'll see if you watch the review, and it is a fantastic headset that's well worth considering. I'll add information on the specification of both these headsets in the description so you can compare them on paper, but this overview will hopefully let you decide between the two if you're considering them, or perhaps give you another option if you're thinking about one and want to know what the other's like. Now, the Corsair Virtuoso is a new headset that is slightly different from the A50. You'll notice immediately that it has faux leather ear cups with a sort of oval shape to them. They're roughly about the same depth as the Astro A50 ear cups, however they might be slightly smaller. They're certainly not as comfortable. However, because they're faux leather, that means you get a bit more noise cancellation with these, and they block out a bit more environmental noise, and they do feel incredibly premium. They are also flexible and comfortable. You'll note bend and flex in the ear cups that allows them to fit nicely on your head, and I'll show you that in a bit more depth. The Astro A50 has removable velour style ear cups that are incredibly comfortable. They don't work very well for blocking out external noise, but they do sit nicely on the head, and the drivers are covered with the same material, which means you get that comfort all through the ear cups. You can also upgrade the Astro A50 with the optional faux leather mod kit to improve the noise cancelling capabilities, and that comes with the ear cups and a headband that you can swap out really easily. Corsair Virtuoso comes with these faux leather ear cups and headband as standard, and it has a really premium look and feel to it. It is a wireless and also wired gaming headset, and it gets interesting in a minute when I talk about the wired capabilities of it. Now, the Astro A50 connects to your PC or your Xbox via this base station that has optical outputs and a micro USB connection, so you connect to your PC via micro USB, and you can connect it to your Xbox via your optical cable. You'll note also the base station has a 3.5mm jack, which means that you could plug your phone into it, for example, and use that as another way of getting audio into it. You can also switch between Xbox and PC mode, so if you have both, you can use the two together or separately. And the base station is also a fantastic way to charge the headset really easily. The Astro A50 Gen 4 simply docks in this headset and charges when not in use, and as long as you remember to dock it, you basically never have to charge this headset, and it is fantastic for that reason, and it's really easy to do, and it just docks with a little bit of magnetization on the bottom to make sure the pins stay in place. And that means it keeps it nice and tidy on your desk as well. Corsair's Virtuoso headset does not have this, unfortunately. It does, however, if you see here, have a number of different connection options. You'll note it comes with a 3.5mm cable, a USB-C cable, and a wireless dongle, as well as a detachable microphone. The microphone has a mic mute button built into it, where the Astro A50 is a flip to mute affair. The fact it's removable though means that you can use it as a pair of headphones if you so wish. You'll note there is an LED ring to let you know when the mic's muted or not, and you also get an audible cue within the headset to tell you when it's muted too, which is quite nice. And as I said, it's detachable, so it's a plug and play affair, and then you'll see it's red for muted and green for when in use. This mic is also nice and bendable, so you can move it around and bend it to your heart's content, and as you can hear, the quality of it is also very good. I'm doing the voiceover for this video using Corsair's Virtuoso's microphone. If you're interested in hearing the Astro A50, check out the unboxing and review videos and you'll hear the audio from that microphone in those. The microphone on both headsets is very capable and delightful on the ears as well. Both headsets have a nice styling to them, but you'll have note, if you've been paying attention, that the Corsair Virtuoso has RGB lighting on the logos on either ear cup. The Astro A50 does not. It is much more understated in its styling. The only LEDs you have on are on the base station, what lets you know when it's charging, what EQ setting it's on, what profile it's on, whether it's using Dolby or not, and you'll see that a bit more later on. Now, the highlight to the Virtuoso is that if you plug it in via USB-C and connect it simply to your PC, then you get access to a better quality audio. When plugged in simply this way with the braided USB to USB-C cable, you'll find in Windows sound settings, as long as you have the right device selected, that if you dive into the sound control panel, you'll see the Corsair Virtuoso headset automatically defaults to 96 kHz 24-bit audio. This is a high-res audio which delivers a fantastic quality experience. Now, the alternative option is to use the wireless dongle, which uses Corsair's Slipstream wireless technology to quickly and easily connect the headset to any machine that you plug the dongle into. And that connection process is dead simple. Plug it in, make sure it's plugged in nicely and that Windows has recognized it, then flip the headset to wireless mode, wait a couple of seconds, and you'll find that it's then working. Now, if you go back into the sound settings, you'll see within the advanced sound settings that is now at 48 kHz. You cannot get high-res audio over wireless. However, for comparison's sake, the Astro A50 only has up to 20 kHz, a lot lower. It does only have 40mm drivers, where the Corsair Virtuoso has 50, but you'll see that both of them are very flexible in terms of the design. The headbands expand nicely, and the ear cups have a lot of flex and bend and turn to them, which means both headsets will sit nicely on the head. Although the Astro A50 is almost certainly the more comfortable of the two. The padding on the Corsair Virtuoso is very comfortable, but certainly after wearing it for a few hours you'll find it presses on the ears a bit more than the A50, which sits on there. Now, I've described that headset as feeling like putting little puffs of heaven on your ears, and I stand by that. I do think that the Astro A50 is the more comfortable of the two. If you're planning on wearing a headset all day long and you aren't too bothered about high-res audio, then perhaps the Astro A50 is for you. The convenience of the base station and the charging that way is also almost certainly a highlight. However, you do not have as many connection options. You cannot plug in a phone directly to the Astro A50. You cannot easily connect it to other devices. There is, you can see, a micro USB connection on the bottom, but the base station is where the main action happens. Now, the Corsair Virtuoso, as I said, has a 3.5mm jack, but what if you have a phone that doesn't have a 3.5mm jack on it? It has a USB-C connection on it. Does a USB-C cable work? Yes, it does. So you can connect a USB-C to USB-C connection cable to this headset and then use it to listen to music on your phone. Remove the microphone. You can then take the headset out of the house if you so wish, as long as you don't mind people seeing the big bold Corsair logos on your ears. Interestingly, Corsair have chosen not to include a USB-C to USB-C cable in the box and don't even make any notes on that functionality as existing, but I've tested it and it does work. You cannot do this with the Astro A50, unfortunately. And it's worth noting that the SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless has a connectivity option that allows you to connect via both Bluetooth and wireless, and I really like that, and I've done another video on why the SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless is a fantastic choice as well, because it has dual connectivity options that allow you to connect both to your PC and to your phone at the same time, one via wireless and one via Bluetooth. That's not something you can do on either the Astro A50 or the Corsair Virtuoso. So if you're looking for that dual connectivity option, you're not going to find it here, which is a real shame, because that's fantastic, because it means you can do things like watch YouTube videos or listen to music when you're dead and watching your teammates play games. However, that said, both these headsets are fantastic, and which you choose will obviously depend on your preference in terms of whether you're looking for comfort or whether you want really high quality, high-res audio. Corsair's Virtuoso headset is fantastic, but it doesn't have the convenience of a docking base station to charge it on. You do need to plug it in to charge it. Please be sure to check out the unboxing and review videos of both these headsets, which I'll link to in the description, as you'll see a lot more close-ups and a lot more information about both headsets and their facets. These are both well worth considering though. This has been The Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful, interesting or hilarious. Be sure to subscribe and check out these other videos, as well as taking a look in the description for links and other information you might find useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything you'd like to see extra about this, and have a great life.